on chapter 3, section 2, we're talking about slopes. So you guys have copied these down on your notes. Now what I want you to do next, I love this part. We always read graphs left to right. Now, in English, we read our books left to right. That's how you remember. Always start on the left and read it to the right. So what I want you to do on this very first slope, so find this slope on your notes and put a little guy right here. Alright, so this guy is about to walk this slope. Which direction is he going? He's going to go up. Keep going up, keep going up. I want a real life example of somebody outside this classroom who would be doing this. Can you think of an activity that would require you to move on up? Alright, Trey, what's one?
Like when you go, I don't know if this would work, but when you're going skiing.
Okay, when you're going skiing, keep going.
I think they're called trams and they take
The trams, right? Or the chair lifts.
Yeah.
So we're going up the mountain. We've definitely got an increasing slope. Tyler, got another example? Trail running, yes. So we're going up those trails. Whoo, get my heart rate up. Janessa, another example?
Rock climbing.
Rock climbing, you're going up. That can be really steep sometimes, huh? Another one, Elena?
It's where you sit on like the ice blocks and you slide down.
Oh, wait. But is this guy sliding down?
No, but you have to walk up the slope.
Oh, I see it. So she said ice blocking when you slide down, but she pointed out he's first got to walk up that hill and then slide down the hill on the ice block. Jack, another one?
Stairs.
Stairs for sure, because you've already encountered this slope today, probably. Another example, Jacob.
The slope on the far side of the school.
Totally. We've got hills on the side of school. We've got those slopes. So I'm going to stop our examples here. Which one of these words do you think describes this slope? Is it a zero slope, a negative slope, an undefined slope, or a positive slope? It is a positive slope because you're increasing. Positive. Now how I remember this is I like to hike. I like to be outside. Now sometimes they're hard hikes and they get super sweaty, so maybe that's not super positive. However, it's good for my body, right? Keep my heart rate up, keep my heart healthy. It's positive effects. So positive on your graphs is perfect. Okay, let's do the same thing for this one. Draw your little guy. Da-da-da. Hello. This guy, whee! Which way is he going? Down. So always read the graphs left to right. Let's get real life examples of this one. Sammy. Down an escalator. Jamie. Skiing down a hill. It's going to come up in 2 seconds. Yes, another one. Bridget. Going down the slide. Yes, definitely. Another one. Joel. Going down the stairs. Absolutely. Now. Yes, go ahead. Let's go, Brandon. What's another one? Going down the chairlift, yes. So maybe, unfortunately, like you had a bad crash at the top and you can't ski down, so you've got to ride the chairlift down. Camilla, another one? Going sledding. I love sledding. I'm so excited for it. Okay, let's stop there. So which one of these words down here describes it? Zero, negative, undefined.
Negative.
This is a negative slope, right? We're dropping. We're dropping our distance, okay? Oh, the slope is changing. Okay, this one. So this picture right here, bottom left, guys, with your arms, show me. So do this. So our guy, I'm going to draw it real quick. Our guy's always on the far left. Okay, now get your arms ready and make a little guy walk across. This is how I remember. Is this guy using lots of effort to walk on this line? No, not really, right? Do you think he's burning lots of calories? That's how I remember. It actually works out perfectly. Guys, this is the zero slope. I remember 0 effort, 0 calories. That's the zero slope when our guy's walking on it. Now when I get my algebra students and my geometry students, they have a hard time remembering which one is the zero slope and which one is the undefined slope. They're like, one of them is this way, horizontal, one of them is vertical, and they can never remember which is which. So here's my trick. I already told you a trick about the zero. That's 0 effort, 0 calories, just to walk on that line. This one is bad news for our guy. He's right here. Uh-oh. See you later, right? He fell off a cliff. When you fall off a cliff on this slope, you're yelling, undefined. Splash. This is going to hurt. Undefined. That's how you remember. Zero slope like this. Undefined. I make my algebra and geometry students shout undefined. So they remember. They're falling off a cliff. They're shouting undefined. Okay, let's practice with your arms. Show me zero slope. Good job. Show me undefined. Undefined. Show me 0. Show me 0. Good job, Kelly. Good job, good job. Okay, let's pause it there. We're going to stop and learn a little bit more about slope through a video. Now, I'm just telling the people who are watching this online, I'm not going to put this on the online YouTube because there's the address. You can just type it in and watch it on your own, okay? All right, so next, let's talk about actually graph. Now, this, and I know I was your age. When you're graphing a point, remember how we talked about when you're graphing a point, you walk to the elevator and then you write it up or down?
Yeah.
Slope is different. Slope is this. Will you get this in your notes? This is what finally helped it click when I was your age. Slope, you always want to do rise, over, run. So it's different than graphing a point because slope you go up or down first. When you're graphing a point, you go left or right first. You gotta remember there's a difference between slope and graph. Okay, so that kind of made sense to me, but it took like lots of thinking. So another thing that might help you, rise, guys, the movement for rise is up or down. So your numerator should be always the movement up or down, and your denominator should always be the movement left or right. Okay, let's think about this. Okay, pretend like you're holding a balloon. Yay, it's like we're little kids again, it's not a balloon, right? I was queen of losing my balloons when I was little. I remember having a Mickey Mouse balloon, and what did I do? I saw a cute froggy toy, so I bent down to get that, and what did I do with my balloon? I let go. Guys, your balloons, where do they go first? Which way?
Up.
Up, and then the wind catches them, and which way do they go?
Right.
Bye-bye, Mickey Balloon, right? That's the same thing with slope. They go up first, or down first, and then back and forth. So let's go through this one. Guys, I find it easy if you always think to yourself, go left to right, read it like a book. So let's start with this farthest left point and get to this farthest right point. You're trying to find the slope between these 2 points, and you do rise over run. So if you start at this point, which direction do we go first to get to that point? You've got to go up. You've got to rise first. You've got to count out how many spots. Stay with me. So I think this is up. Don't count the spot you're on. You count the movement. So up 1, 2, 3 spots. Do you see that? So our numerator is 3 because we moved up 3 spots. Well, now we're right here. We've got to get here. Guys, do you count the spot you're on? No. Count the movement. So count 1, 2. That's your denominator. Guess what? That's the slope. It can be as easy as that. Up and over. Up 3, over 2.
What's the 3 do for?
That's your slope. It's saying your movement is 3 up, 2 over. You're done. That's your answer. 3, 2. It's our little ratio. Let's do another example, okay? What about this? So this one, let's start here at 0, 0. And let's walk it to this one. Because which way do you go first if we're doing slope? Up. Okay, let's count it out together. It's kind of nice because they've already labeled it. So do we count this spot right here? Nope. So it's up 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you see that?
Yep.
So 4 is our numerator. So now we're here. Do I count this spot?
No.
So count 1, 2. How far over?
3. Oh, I get it.
That's it. You're done. Up 4, over 3. Question. Skylar.
I always think of it as like you're getting up in the morning.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when you wake up. And
You're getting up in the morning. Yeah. You sit up and then you walk. Okay. Question for you. On this one, we moved up 4. But what if we had a graph where we had to move down 4? How would you mark down 4?
Negative.
Negative. Just throw a negative in there. Okay, let's go back and check. What kind of slope was this one? Positive, negative, 0 undefined? Wait, did we get a positive answer? Guess what? It matches. It's supposed to match. It's supposed to correlate. This is negative, 0 undefined? Positive. Did we get a positive answer? Yes, we did. We should get a positive answer for positive slopes. A negative answer for negative slopes. That's why they're called that, okay? All right, this one on your own. Don't worry about copying it. Just close one eye. Count it out with your pencil. You just got to remember which way to go first. Okay, tell me. Which way did you move first, guys? Up? Did you start with this one? Okay, how far up did you go?
2.
All right, so up 2. And then you're right here. Do we count this spot? Over how far? Do you have to do anything else? No, you're done. 2 over 5, that's your final answer. That's the slope of this line. Stop and think about it. Is this a positive slope or a negative slope? Did we get a positive answer? No, we're good. Question, Tyler.
Will there ever be ones where we have to simplify?
Yes, on your assignment there's one where you have to simplify. We'll go over it. Okay, try this one. Warning. The bottom, look at these bottom numbers. Guys, do they just count by ones? But look at your y-axis. What do they count by?
2.
Be careful with that. Okay, try it. Same thing. Don't worry about copying the graph. Just close one eye. Count it out with your pencil. Okay, does anybody want to help us? What did you do for this one? What was your thought process? Joel, what'd you do? So you started here and you went up? How far up did you go, Joel? How did you count it? Because I know how I would do it. I don't know if you did the same thing. Okay, so up, would this be 1? Guys, is that okay thinking that as 1? It's counted by 2. So there's up 1, up 2, up how far? I think it's up 3. How many of you got the same? Up 3? Okay. So 3 for our numerator. And then right here, we're right here. Look down at your bottom. How far over? 3 over 1. Okay, this is Tyler's question. I'm curious, did any of you get, first, how many of you got 3 over 1? Let me see. Sweet, okay, so that's not all of us. Did any of you get 6 over 2? Hey, nice. So some of you got 6 over 2. Look at these. Are these the same thing? Yes, one's just simplified. It would be fantastic if you always simplified your answers. Okay, open up your notebooks to do problems 1, 2, and 3, and then I will help you with 4. Open up your workbooks to page 62. Do problems 1, 2, 3, and I'll help you with 4 in just a second. Tell me exactly what you did. Again, can someone tell me exactly what you did for number 1? Jamie, walk me through it. What did you do?
Well, I just started at the first.
Started right here? Okay, then you got here. All right, keep going. What'd you do?
So then I went up 4.
1, 2, 3, up 4. Okay.
And then I went to the side.
Over 2. Check. I will totally take that answer. Does somebody have this answer? Did you do something to it? Brenda, what'd you do?
I have 2 over 1.
2 over 1. Where did that come from? Perfect. Cut both of them in half. So divide this by 2, divide that by 2. I would love this answer, but I also will take this answer. It's the same thing. How many of you got one of those 2 answers? Let me see. Success. All right, I want another person. Walk me through number 2. How did you do this one? Caitlin, what'd you do? Okay, you started at the lower dot and then went up. Okay, how far up did you go? Up 3. Okay, so don't count this one up. 3. Okay, keep going. 1, 2. Oh. How many of you got the same as Caitlin on that one? Good job. Okay, this last one. Wait, stop. We didn't check. Number 1, positive or negative slope? Did we get a positive answer? Yay. This one, positive or negative slope? Did we get a positive answer? This one, look at it. Is it a positive or a negative slope? So we should get a what kind of answer? Positive slope. All right, and we wanted to walk me through this one. Joel, what'd you do? Started at the lower one, okay. Went up 3, 1, 2, 3, okay. Over 4, 1, 2, 3, okay. I think I agree with you. Guys, do you agree with Joel on that one?
Yeah.
Success. Okay, we're on number 4. Remember I told you I would help you with number 4? Question, Brooke?
I have a question. But if it's a negative or a positive, do we have to write if it is or not?
Yes. These ones, none of these showed a negative slope though, Brooke. Remember, negative slope would come down like this. So when you're counting it out, you would go down like, I don't know, 5 over 2. So this would be negative 5 over 2. That's how you would write it. None of these were negative slopes though. Okay, let's do number 4. Got to fill this in. Guys, this point is the point 0, 0. Will you put it in your workbook? 0, 0. Okay, the next point is the point 1, 1.5. Why did that write 5? Okay, and then this one is 3, 4.5. Right, then the last one is 5, 7.5. Do you see where I got all those from? You okay with that?
Yeah.
I just put them together to make them points so we can graph. Okay, be very careful. Now we're graphing and writing slopes at the same time. Don't get confused. Graphing is where you walk to it first and then you go up or down. Slope is the opposite, right? Okay, the x-axis. Guys, all these numbers right here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, those go along the x-axis down here. So are you okay if we just label it by ones? Like 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's start at 0 down here. And then 1, 2, 3, I'm just gonna go to 6, barely above the 5. Okay, now these ones right here are all of the y-axis numbers. We could do by 0.5s. Do we have room though to get all the way to 7.5? 0.51, 1.52, 2.53. I don't think we have room. So are you okay if we just count by ones again? Okay. So y-axis, let's label them by 1. So there's 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna go to 8 because that's barely above our biggest number. Okay. So now let's graph them 0, 0, my absolute favorite. 0, 0 is in the bottom left corner. Done. Not even do it in purple so it matches. Alright, so 0, 0. Now let's graph the point 1, 1.5. Okay, now this one, guys, is graphing different than finding the slope? It is. Be careful. Graphing, you start at 0, 0, then you go over 1, up 1.5. I'm just going to put it right there in the middle. How many did the same thing that I did? Perfect. Okay, keep going. Let's do the point 3, 4.5. So over 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 3, 4.5. So between the 4 and the 5. Again, how many of you agree with my green coordinate? Do you agree? All right, let's do the last one. The point 5, 7.5. So over 5, up 7.5. Don't worry about connecting your dots. How many of you have a graph similar to mine? Okay, so we've done the first part of the directions. Graph the data. Check. Now we have to do the second part of the directions. Second part says, then find the slope of the line through the points. Okay, are you ready? Just be so nice to yourself. I love the point 0, 0. So you always need, hold up 2 fingers and wiggle them. You always just need 2 points to find slope, and it doesn't matter which 2 points. However, be nice to yourself. So right here, I'm going to use these 2 points to find slope. So if I started the purple, stop. Is slope different than graphing point? Mm-hmm. So I start here. Which way do I go? Do you remember? Which one if we're finding slope? Up first. Up how far to get to the red? I agree. Good job. 1.5, up 1.5, so that's our numerator. So now we're right here. How far over? Are we done? Did we just find slope? Yeah. Done. Do you want help with number 5 also? Number 5, something happens. What I want you to do first is list the points just like we did right here. You're going to notice something on number 5. All right, you writing the points? So we've got, oh good, 0, 0, good old 0, 0. And then we've got 1, oh no, guys, 135, did you notice that yet?
No, by 100.
Maybe we'll have to count by hundreds, we'll see. And then 270, 270, and then 3, 405. Moms and groans. Okay, x-axis, the x-axis is the x-axis too bad? No, let's just put these along the bottom. Are you okay if we just count by ones again? Okay, start with 0, so 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to stop at 4, go a little bit bigger. Okay, I heard count by hundreds. That would be kind of squashy though.
Yeah.
So we only go to 400, so that would be 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But we'd only be using this much of the graph. What else could we count by? 50s? Okay, let's make a plan. Before I write stuff, because I usually write in pen, I plan it out. So that'd be 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. I think that sounds good. Yeah? Okay, so let's count by 50s. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400, 450. Okay, start graphing those points. Remember, graphing is different than slopes. Be careful. Alright, so good old 0, 0, bottom left. And then we've got 1, 135, so over 1, up to 135. I'm just going to put it between 100 and 150. You okay with that? Let's just eyeball it, yeah? Again, we are so nice to ourselves. Alright, over 2, up to 270, over 2, 270 like right there. And then 3, 405. Over 3, up 405. Okay, 405, I would sneak it real close to 400. Because it's so dang close to 400, right? Okay, how many of you have a similar graph to mine on the board? Make sure you stay with us. Do you have it, Trey? Okay. Now, don't worry about connecting the dots. Now we have to find slope. Does anybody want to raise their hand and guess which two colored coordinates I would use? Because I'm so nice to myself all the time. Dia, which ones do you think I would use? Totally. I would totally use red and blue. Alright, so start at red. Now we're doing slope. When you're doing slope, which way do we go? Up. Up how far on this one, do you know? Even though I eyeballed it, do you know what it is? It is 135. Look, we've got our awesome table that tells us exactly what that is. So 135 for our numerator, that's how far up we went. So now we're right here. How far over do we go?
1.
See, you didn't turn out to be that bad in slope. Yeah?
Oh, I did too.
Yeah, be careful. Guys, did